I'll put the two colors close together so you can see the difference. Do you want to take a picture of that, Katie? So there's the two colors.
There you go.
So it's quite a
So
bit.
which one's that one? So on the left is...
Left is the pigment
Okay.
that
And
I
this
don't
guy is-
have a color for. That's Sweet Lust.
That's Sweet Lust. Okay.
So the pigment is just a little bit darker. Okay.
Is that still from Mac?
No, I just got it at Shoppers.
What brand is it?
Hard candy.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm not. I mean, I've had it for quite some time, so you want to see that? Yeah. Okay. So then I take this color. And I go from just right in the inner corner, and I blend it out into the darker stuff. And it just gives it a nice little shimmer too. And then I'll go back over it with the darker stuff again if I've put too much on or it just needs a little touch up or it just doesn't quite look right. Don't open up? So there we go. So that's your basic eyeshadow right there. And I might go back in and darken this up a little bit if I've made it a little too light. But it just blends it in a little bit, makes it look nice. Any questions so far?
Color specification, the hard candy one, or no?
No.
No.
I just saw it and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this might work. Yeah.
But if you go to Mac too and you say you're getting kind of these colors and you need like an in-between color, they'll because you can do like a palette of
Yeah.
4 and they'll
Yeah.
put it together.
They'll put it together for you. They're really
Yeah.
awesome at MAC, actually. They'll help you out a lot.
So just a darker shade than the Sweet Lust.
So the
Yeah.
Sweet Lust and the Sketch are the really good basics. That,
Yeah.
Okay, and
Yeah.
then
And then a darker,
something.
yeah. They might suggest a pigment like I used. I find the pigment goes on really well, and it stays on really well. So, okay, so that's eyeshadow. I'm going to move to blush just for a quick second. So we use, it's called Dolly Mix from MAC, and it looks crazy, but it's not bad.
yeah.
I don't know if I'll be using that.
No, probably not. Let me see your apples.
You'll know. Yeah. You'll know if I do.
And the pink as opposed to brown, often people say, well, how come you don't use brown? Brown can look bruised on stage, make you look like you have big bruised cheeks and stuff.
Especially on little kids, it just doesn't look right.
Yeah, it doesn't. Well, the pink won't look good with my skin tone. Once you hit the stage, no one has good skin tone. So you want something that's going to pop out and not make them look, you know, like a ghost on stage. Your cheeks are different too. Now looking at her, I probably put more on her.
Especially you'll notice, like as you
Yeah.
get to competition, you probably want to kind of reapply the blush, especially the blush. The blush I always find goes quick.
Yep.
Once the kids have it on, you're like, oh, now I need more.
Lovely. Okay, so that's yours. Is this one mine? Okay, so mascara. Where's your mascara? Do you trust me to do your mascara? You okay if I do yours? Yeah. Okay. Amber has a heart attack when I do hers. That's why I'm asking. Okay, look up. Blink. Is this bringing back memory stuff?
Yep. Yeah, totally. See why I wear 0 makeup.
Amber's the same. Miss Katie, do you like eyeliner on the bottom?
I
don't
do.
normally do.
I do, only, especially with the fair, really fair kids, I find it finishes the eyes, but
I don't, but you can do eyeliner on the bottom.
Mascara or eyeliner?
Eyeliner. But we can do a little bit after. Blink. So it's starting to come together, starting to look. Good. Let's see. Yeah. Don't be afraid to put the mascara on the bottom if you can get it on. Some kids don't like it. Mine would be one of them. You ready for lashes?
Yep.
Okay, you know what? After you've done the makeup, you can put, I put a loose powder on just to set the makeup. Some kids use loose powder and a finishing spray to set their makeup. It just helps when they're sweating, that it doesn't just,
or when the lights are on them and it gets really hot,
Yeah.
especially.
yeah. So, but yeah, once you've done the blush, the eyeshadow, loose powder to set the makeup, and then the mascara or eyeliner, and then lashes. Let's do lashes right now. That's that, and that's that. Now the lashes that the younger kids, probably 105s, Ardell.
Yeah.
105 is good. Some of the kids use the 111s. They're really long.
And if you're going to trim them, because you need them smaller, cut from the biggest side,
Yeah,
not the
the
smallest side, because if you cut from the smallest, that you want the smallest side to be in the inner of the eye, and if you cut that off, then it's too long in the inner part
And
of the
it'll bump
eye.
your eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, so lashes.
Where
This
do you
is
buy
always
those?
the fun part. Rexall, Shopper, not
Not
Shoppers.
Shoppers.
Rexall, London Drugs.
Superstore,
Superstore.
Walmart.
Walmart doesn't carry the one by me does not carry the 111s. It only carries the 105s. But I found them. Rexall usually has a really good supply.
And you can usually, especially with like the 105s, you can buy like a 4-pack for
Yeah.
$15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So then this is how I do lashes. I put a little bit of glue onto a Kleenex. I get makeup brush. I put a little bit of the glue on the makeup brush and I drag it along the inside of the lash.
I sometimes find if I don't have anything, I'll put it on my hand too. Like on the back of my hand, and that works usually, and then I can run the lash through. I find if you put the glue directly on the lash, you'll have way too much glue.
Yeah.
And then they'll be complaining that it's definitely their eyes getting glued. So.
I have not perfected this yet. I glue my child's eyes shut every single time I do lashes.
Oh.
But you know, it peels off. It's okay.
I find the best glue too is the Ardell.
Yeah.
I don't like the Quo brand. Some
No.
people do, but I find that.
Okay, absolutely. Managed to get a hair on that. Let's get rid of that so it doesn't end up in your eyeball. Close. Now this is my first set of the season, so no judging. So right in the corner of the eye, across to the outer edge. And it's a little tricky your first couple times, but you'll get the hang of it. And I find especially, I mean, when Amber was young and she hated mascara, I did eyelashes with her right away. Because to get the mascara on her was like, it was not worth the stress and the fighting in the morning trying to get so it was just lashes, put them on, boom, they're done. Happy child, happy mom, right?
With the lash glue, if you let it sit for just a few seconds before you put it on, not when it's wet, it actually becomes tacky. And
Yeah.
it'll stick on better than when it's wet and sliding around.
Yeah.
You'll be a pro at eyelashes
It took us a long
after.
time to figure that out, so it's a good tip.
Yeah. And I tend to put a little bit more on the edges, on either edge.
Make sure you can do everybody's.
We still have senior kids. Miss Carrie, can you do my lashes? Yes, of course. If you want them, if you don't mind getting your eyes glued shut.
You didn't glue Abby's eyeshadow.
No, I did pretty good.
Yeah.
Don't tell Amber. Oh. Okay.
Just
get
making
that
sure
one
it's like
on.
really close to the lash line. Sometimes you might find it easier to put it higher on the eye, but then they open up and it looks very weird. So you want
Yeah.
to make sure it's as close to the lash line as possible. There you go.
Okay, so let's get a good look at that. Do you want to look at the audience here? And then maybe I'll go back over with the eyeshadow again just to fill in any spots that I think look empty or whatever. And so that's lashes, mascara, eyeshadow, blush. Any questions so far on that?
No eyeliner? Or yeah?
You can. I don't,
Yeah.
but you can. Again, that's just, it's just because my child,
Tolerate.
you're going in with the eye and she's
Yeah.
doing this.
She can do that, I don't know with the
Yeah.
eyelashes.
I mean, sometimes I do eyeliner over top of the lashes, but more often I just do, I just take the eyeshadow and I go back over top of the lashes.
Or if
And
you
that looks
find
nice
the dancer doesn't like the eyeliner, but they need a bit darker, I find like an angled brush with a really dark
Yeah.
eyeshadow.
Yeah.
That works really well,
Yeah.
and it's not quite as daunting to use like a a waterproof eyeliner.
Yeah.
Than like a powdered
Yeah.
dark eyeshadow with a small angled brush works well.
What's that one? That's your eyeliner? Oh, you do liquid eyeliner. Okay, we could do well. Let's do it. Why not?
And there's definitely a straight line once the lash is on. If you
Yeah.
put your brush against the lash, it lines up really nice.
Yeah. I made that one a little bigger. You can see I'm not as proficient at the eyeliner as I am everything else. So there you go. There's just a little bit of eyeliner. And that makes it pop too. So, but your basics are the eyeshadow. Does this just push on?
Yep.
The eyeshadow, blush, foundation, setting powder, and then the last thing would be lipstick.
Lipstick, yeah.
So do you have, what do you have? Do you have the New York apple? Okay. So then, our basic lipstick that we use is New York apple. The teachers will post on Facebook what colors they want for each group.
I've made a spreadsheet for every group, and it lists the lipstick for every group, for everyone.
Okay, so then we finish it off with some lipstick. Do you want to just open it a little wider? And, yeah. That was big.
Sometimes, especially if they have really little lips, sometimes a
brush.
lipstick brush is
Yeah.
really good. And they have a really nice brush at MAC if you want to get that, and they'll, yeah. Especially with the little lips, sometimes the
Yeah.
lipstick is really hard.
It's hard on the 15-year-old. Oh, see, now I missed. Let me see. Beautiful, Abby. See, now
Let's
looking
see.
at her, I would put more blush on her. I think she looks like she needs more blush, now that we've got all the makeup on. Okay. And that's pretty much it for makeup. And I also find after I put the finishing powder, sometimes that'll dull out the blush as well and the eyeshadow. So then just reapply. Sometimes the teachers will go, not enough.
That's
Get
always
more."
the thing usually. It's the blush. After they've been at the theater for a while, it's like, okay, everyone needs to
They've had
put on
lunch,
more
they've rubbed
blush.
their face.
Yeah.
There we go. You look gorgeous.
Perfect.
So again, now you wouldn't send your 12-year-old to school looking like this or to the mall, but on stage, yeah, on stage, the lights hit, it washes everything out. We don't want them to look like they
Ghosts.
just ghosts on stage.